Hi, this is Cathryn Dall with Network in Action Eastside. I have today with me Chris Hall from Rainier Title. Chris, thanks for joining me. How are you today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good. I really appreciate it. And I'm excited to really hear from you. I'd love to hear how you got to where you are today with Rainier Title.
So I got where I am today because I initially started with this company a little over 15 years ago. I worked in and then managed our customer care department, which is where we work with real estate agents and loan officers and basically help them research their properties, get all the information that they need in order to have a strong listing presentation or be able to present, information to their clients in order to make sure that they're informed on the house that they're buying. And then a couple of years ago, about 5 years ago, I got into the sales position where I'm actually able to work face to face with the agents and really assist them on a daily basis.
Great. That's so exciting. I'd love to know, why you chose Rainier Title. There's a couple options out there. So I'd like to know what drew you to them.
This is an amazing company to work for. It's a locally owned company. All the people that work for this company live here in the Northwest. And so we really are able to help our clients on a very local level, as well as I'm able to reach out to anybody in my executive team. I can regularly have conversations with the CEO and the owner of our company. If we see something that we need to make a change that is going to benefit our clients, I have a voice in that. And so we really are, a family. The way that we work together, we really are able to, make decisions that are most going to benefit our clients, as opposed to having a really large corporate structure that, sometimes those moves are a little more difficult.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. That's amazing to hear those resources that are available to you and how close all of you are to really focus on the client. And I know that's something very important to you just from our conversations, how the client really is your number one priority. So I'd love for you to share with me a favorite customer service experience recently that you had with one of your clients.
One of the ones that, like anything that there's for even as long as I've been doing this, there's always something to learn. And I had a situation where one of my clients had a property that was being listed, and we found some issues with access to the property. And basically, what I ended up doing is I made an appointment with her, drove up to the property, was in Renton, kind of near the Seahawks practice field. And we walked the property. I had the surveys that we needed. We walked the property, determined where the correct access point was. We're able to really kind of explain the best alternatives for the person who was looking at buying the property, because again, there was some issues with them being able to access and some trouble with one of the neighbors and them saying, no, you can't access here. You've got to do this, you've got to do that. And so we were really able to get the agent to fully understand exactly what the situation was. And then present the best, possible alternatives for their client who ended up buying the property based on that information. So it really was a, good situation to be actually on a property, be able to see the stuff as opposed to it just being on my computer screen and trying to assist somebody in that context.
Yeah, that's so great that you actually went out in the field. You don't hear that often. So I love that extra touch and going out of the way to make sure that was accessible for your client. So that's greatly appreciated, I'm sure, by both parties.
Mhm.
And then, gosh, the $1 million question we're all looking at is, how's the pandemic changed how you work with your clients?
It is unfortunate because this really is a relationship business. That I used to spend my days going out and about and calling clients that I'm trying to convince to use Rainier Title, but I also was in the real estate offices quite a bit and working with agents. And a lot of times, when I'm in an office and I'm walking around checking if everybody needs anything, you get those kind of spot questions that somebody's like, oh, I've been meaning to ask you this, but you're here now, so I can ask that. And so it's been more difficult in terms of, really making sure that we're reaching out a lot more through computer meetings, doing Zoom and that sort of thing. I'm doing a lot more notary signings for clients. Before I've had my notary for years, but when pandemic hit, we had to 100% switch to doing mobile notaries and signing people at their houses.
Right.
So I have definitely done more signings in the last year than I have in the 5 years prior, for sure. But it's been fun because then now I'm actually being able to connect with those buyers and sellers and checking up how Rainier Title has been for them, seeing how the experience was, whether they're selling, whether they're buying, and be able to kind of, see that excitement in their faces. So it's been, challenging, but fun.
Well, I'm glad. It definitely sounds like you're making it work and making the most of it. So thank you for sharing. And if someone needs your resources, Chris, what's the best number to reach you at?
Best number to reach me at is 206-769-5066. And they can also email me at chrisha@rainiertitle.com.
Great. Thank you so much for joining me today, Chris. I appreciate it. And best of luck. Take care.
Thank you.